Hello everybody, welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Chanel and today I'm gonna take you on a bullet journal tour of my February spreads. So I just finished my spreads and that is why I'm so excited to share them with you. So here is our February spread for this year. So as you can see, I decided to use the pink palette since it's also Valentine's to use in my theme for this month. So as you can see here, I use a vintage paper ephemera and then some stickers, vintage stickers, and shaded use a stencil to create a header which says February. So let me show you the stencils that I usually use in my bullet journal. So they come in sets. I have smaller ones like this, and I also have bigger ones for big headers. So this one is easy to use, especially if you're like me. Like I always said, I don't know how to, I'm not good with lettering, so I usually write or use a stencil to create my header. So hence I have this beautiful lettering of the word February. So this is one of my major spreads in my bullet journal. It's my cover page. I feel like if I don't have a cover page in my bullet journal, it's not complete. So I have to create a cover for each of the month. Let me show you my January cover. So this is my January cover. I use a vintage theme, which I also use a brown palette for. This is my cover page for February. And then one of the important spread in my bullet journal is my calendar. It works like the regular calendar. So this is where you put your appointments, schedules, tasks, birthdays, anything that you don't want to forget. So you put everything in here. Special dates, anything. So this is my February calendar page. They call it a calendar page. And then as you can see here, I have used a strip of vintage paper from a book that I don't use anymore. So usually if I have an old book that I know that I won't be reading or reading in the future, I use it as an ephemera for my bullet journal. That way I am reusing supplies that I already have. Is my cover or my calendar spread. The next important thing, well, I guess this is, well, I'm sure this is the most important thing in my bullet journal, is my gratitude page and my affirmation. So I believe that it is very healthy to be grateful for every day. So every morning or before I go to bed, I make sure that I list all the things that I'm thankful for that day. It's so important to write the things that you are grateful for every day. Otherwise, your mind will be focused on the negative things around you. So gratefulness is healthy. Even to be grateful for the simplest and the smallest things in life is very healthy. And then I have my affirmation page. This is where I write the quotes or inspirations that I find online, from Pinterest, from Facebook, or inspiration that I heard from a podcast, or something that I read from the book that I'm reading. So this is where I write some inspirational phrases or quotes to inspire me. And then here is also one of the important things. Well, all of these are very important in my bullet journal. So here is my daily tracker where I tracked my health habits, my supplements, my sleep pattern, my sleeping habits, and my supplements that I'm taking, and my mood every day. So This is very important for me because sometimes my body reacts to the supplement I'm taking, or reacts to the habit or the things that I do. So for example, if I spend too much time on social media, I know that I will be grumpy. I started tracking my health habits, my supplements, my mood, and my sleep pattern way back when I got very sick. I use a tracker to track my health. I tracked how I react to certain medications. I tracked my health progress, and so on. So I think that habit carries on until now, and that's one of the most important part of my bullet journal is I make sure that I track everything, like how my body feels that day, how my moods are that day, how whatever food I eat, if I'm working out, if I'm spending too much time on social media or some negative things, and how does my body react to it. So I think it's also one way of knowing yourself. So yeah, I've said a lot. And then the next one would be our expense tracker. Yes, I forgot to write the E here, but it's pretty much understandable. So anyways, here is my expense log where I write everything that we spend on every day, and then here's where I write the regular or the monthly expenses that we paid for. Actually, I don't need an expense tracker or expense log because I pretty much know how we're spending or what we spent or how much we spend every day, but it's still nice to see it on paper. And I have my weeklies where I write all my appointments, my task every week. So here is my first week, second week, and then I will just decorate as I update my weeklies. And then I still didn't make or create my February 13 to 19. I think there's third week of February. So I would usually prep my weeklies, like I write the dates and the days so that I don't have to spend so much time shading it. So if I have spare time, if I don't have anything to do, I will just sit down and start shading my days and my days. And by the way, I'm using a Hobonichi style format where it's time blocked. I like it very much. I've actually tried other layouts before, or even at the start of the year I use another layout, but I always come back to this kind of format because I like how I would know what specific time of the day I would do my task. So that's why I use this format all the time. And then blank here. I also want to show you some of the additional spreads in my bullet journal. So I have here my bullet journal wish list where I write the things that I need for my bullet journal, and also that way I don't just buy anything anytime. So I make sure that I still have my supplies, or otherwise I will buy more and more and I won't be able to use them. And then here's my pen test. So I usually test my pens if they're working, and then if they're not, I would change the refills. And by the way, I am using these pens to shade my heading or my header. So these are vintage pens 0.05. This one is M&G pen as well. Yeah, I think. And then I have more pens in there. I love using Sarasa and vintage pens. Those pens are my favorites. And also the M&G pens and the Muji pens. So that's it. And then my meal ideas, I haven't added to the list yet because I still haven't tried all these recipes. So I have tuna rice bowls, broccoli, cashew rice bowl, curry ramen, grilled fish, and cabbage. I haven't tried these recipes yet, but these are simple recipes for 2 persons, easy to prepare because I don't know how to cook. And then the next one would be my color code, where I make a swatch of my pens in here and see how they match together. Actually, this one is not necessary, but it's just fun. It's a fun thing to do in my spare time and also it's a fun way to relax. So I made a swatch of my pens and how they would look together so that I would know what pens I would use or what pen combination to use in my spreads or in my journal. The next one would be my book rec spread or book recommendation spread, where I write all the books recommended to me by friends or books that I saw on Pinterest, TikTok, Facebook, or anywhere that I want to read. So so far I haven't still see any books that I want to read. So, and then I just finished doing this one, so I might start writing my list here later. So yeah, I guess that's about it. This is my February tour or bullet journal tour for February, and so I hope you find some ideas, and I would like to thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful time and wonderful week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now, and lots of love.